Good morning, YouTube. Today is the day. I am yanking that turd out, and I'm actually picking up my new motor that I just purchased, well, put a deposit on, and they're pulling it out for me, and then I gotta go pay for the other half and pick it up. But I was able to source an LS4. I had no idea those motors were that difficult to find. I mean, I thought they were kind of a dime a dozen, but apparently not. But I was able to get my hands on one, so I'm excited to pick that up and get it back here to the house. And once this thing is out, start kind of cleaning up this whole engine bay mess area and get it ready to get that other motor swapped in here. I put the call out, or the invite, for my engine pulling party, and I didn't really have too many RSVPs. It's probably because it's going to be like 110 degrees here, and I'm working outside, and nobody wants to come and hang out in 110 degree weather and pull an engine out of a car. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things that I have to do. Well, I kind of want to. I don't mind it. Actually, one of my buddies is supposed to come by, so I'll have somebody to kind of BS with for a little bit while we're pulling this out, and an extra hand, so that'll be helpful. Here it is, ready to go. Since the last video, obviously I've cut out that cross member and I have plenty of access. And then I did end up pulling this pulley off, or I spun this off and then pulled this off, but you can see, look at that grind mark. I mean, it just ground into the cases. So this thing was bent and this motor was running for some time, you know, enough to just keep grinding into the back of the motor there. I got a better look at kind of this area. This is going to be probably a pretty easy fix for me. I'm going to just do it myself, and that's about it. I'm anxious to see what the rest of this stuff looks like once this motor comes out. I love that I have so much access, you know. I thought I had to get underneath this car to get up here to get the transmission bolts and stuff, but there's room. I mean, I can actually reach my hand down in there and get to the bolts from here. So that makes it so much easier. And I don't even think I have to pull these hatches off, because I'm just gonna run my chain, put the top of my hoist like right here, snatch it, and then straight back out. At least that's the plan anyway. Well, I'm getting my first look up underneath the DeLorean. I actually have not had it up this high, and I've not gotten up underneath it to really take a look, but it's pretty cool. I mean, everything seems pretty simple. I mean, a little dusty and dirty, a little oily back here, but that's to be expected, right? The car's 40 something years old. Everything's accessible. This is a lot like the Pantera was, with these cooling pipes that run all the way to the front. I went ahead and hosed everything down with some PB Blaster. That's the O2 sensor I have to get taken out. So this exhaust, it comes down and then wraps up over the transaxle. Kind of a weird design, but not impossible to get to. There's the other end of it there. And then I gotta get, let's see, there's your motor mounts are right there and right there. And looks like this bolt right here on the bottom, one over here, and the rest of them are kind of up here and accessible either, I guess, from the top. I can put the car back down on the ground and get those out. So I can just get these down low, get those taken out, and kind of get myself ready. Well, there is my motor. Came out of a 2006 Impala SS, I believe. I just yanked it, I guess, this morning or yesterday evening into this morning. I'll get it loaded up and get it home and see what's up. This is my first experience buying an engine from a wrecking yard. Maybe it's a weird experience just because it's like the first time. I mean, people do this every single day, but this is new to me. not gonna lie, my butthole's puckering up right now. All right, we're strapped in. Let's go home. Cool. Aha! Look at that. This bolt put up a good fight, but I won. Took me a half-hour win. All right, everything's loose. Engine hoist is connected and it popped it up, so let's see what happens. How does this work? Does it have to come out? Let's go down with it a little bit. Whoa! All right. Well, the mounts are definitely loose. So what needs to come off? Guess. All right, I guess I'm just gonna take the mount loose.
Oh, we didn't record anything.
Well, I didn't record any of that because all it was me just throwing a temper tantrum
That would
and
have
cussing.
been that would have been fantastic.
No, that's a lot.
Look at your face. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot for me to edit out, so I haven't been recording everything that we just went through, but this thing is finally coming out. It's been, how many hours did I say?
It's 5:38.
Okay, so it's been a good 4.5 hours for me, a couple hours for you, and yeah, it's coming out now. All right, ready?
1, 2.
All right, right there.
Right, okay, cool.
All right, I'm gonna set this end down, and I'm gonna catch it from the other side. Nice and slow. As soon as we clear that, we can set this thing right there. Okay. And then we can get this stupid motor.
Do you see what I mean by how it's at a V?
Now I can't find any of my tools because they're literally thrown everywhere.
I don't know who would have done that.
What in the hell are we stuck on?
I'm telling you, I think that middle.
This is ridiculous. Like, I've never, ever in my life had a transmission stuck like this. This has got to be just jacked up.
So what was it stuck to?
I don't know, it's still stuck. But why can't I just pull this straight back? What in the hell are we still stuck on? Piece of shit. So it's probably close to what, 6 o'clock or something now?
Almost
It is
Almost 7.
6,
Awesome.
6:47 p.m.
Yeah, so Kim came over to help. Thank you, Kim.
No.
My wife tried to help me, but
Hey.
I sent her away because I didn't want her in this if something happened. But there it is. Look at that. That is not what I planned on doing. I just wanted to get the motor out. Not the transaxle, but, you know, that had other plans. And now I know that on a DeLorean, you have to remove whatever hootis that is.
Hootis.
Yeah, that's our, when we don't know what it is, we just call it a hootis. And I don't know what that is, so I'm calling it a hootis. Yep. We just bent this one, so.
When in doubt, rip it out.
Right? Boy, I was getting mad at this thing. Here's the new one. LS4. I have to remove some stuff because that's got a lot of crap on it. There's the old junk motor. So I'm either going to sell that to somebody that wants to do something with it, or it's going to become a really cool coffee table. When I looked online trying to find information on how to remove this DeLorean engine without taking the transaxle out, most of the stuff, well, pretty much all of the stuff I found was for an automatic transmission. So it sort of helped, but with the manual transmission, there was one piece that I had no clue existed, and that was the one piece that held me up for hours yesterday. That's why I was so frustrated, so upset. I just, you know, I can neither confirm nor deny any allegations that there was any cussing, making up of cuss words, throwing tools, throwing a temper tantrum, etc. It may or may not have happened. I don't know. But if you're removing a DeLorean engine and you want to leave your 5-speed manual transmission transaxle in the car, it's super easy to do. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to remove. This is my transaxle. There are 4 bolts that hold this. There's 2 down here, 1, 2, 2 up here, 3, 4. There's 3 bolts that hold the starter, and that's it. Now, so I thought, this piece right here is what held me up. It's a, I don't know, some sort of a sensor or something. I don't even know yet what that piece is. I've never seen a picture of it. I've never read anything about it in any of the forums or anything like that. There's no mention of it that I've seen. But this bracket has to come off. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. And if you don't take this off, you're going to fight with this thing and it is going to frustrate you. That's what happened to me. I had everything off. I had my gap. I could not get it separated. And it turns out this is why. You can see I ended up pulling on it and yanking on it and kind of broke this piece off. But again, I don't even know yet. I'm so new to these DeLoreans. I don't even know what this is yet. I'll find out later today. I'll do some research. But real quick, if you're going to pull your motor from a 5-speed transmission, you can pretty much follow all the directions that people have listed online. The one thing that I never saw listed was anything about this. So just pay attention, take those 2 bolts off. Mine were, you know, obviously 1, they're painted black, 2, they're filthy, 3, it was in an area that I just couldn't see very well. So I missed it, and that's on me. Everything else on top of the motor is really easy to get to. Wiring harnesses, all that stuff is easily unplugged. Hoses, I had a couple issues. I ended up cutting 2 of them. Not that big of a deal. It's just the way the clamps were, they were twisted in such a way that I could not get a screwdriver anywhere in there to loosen them, so I didn't really have a choice. I just took a razor blade and kind of cut them off, and whatever, I'll deal with that later. But that was the main thing that held me up for hours yesterday. Here's a pro tip for you. Get yourself a really good light. Both of the lights that I have were just, one was kind of dying, the other one was just, it's a pile of crap. It works when it wants to, and I may or may not have thrown it across the garage floor a few times. I don't know, maybe that contributes to it not working as well as it once did, but it's held together with duct tape now because it broke, I don't know, a long time ago. I don't really have any sponsors for this channel, but if there's a company out there that makes a really good LED light that wants to sponsor me, I am more than happy to take that on. All right, thanks for watching. Stay hungry, stay foolish.